Hoarding, commonly but mistakenly equated with its lesser effective cousin collecting, is an essential skill to develop for any aspiring social distancer, oregano gatherer, or bowel clogger. Hoarding has innumerable benefits, especially if you consider the fact that hoarders enjoy extraordinarily strained relationship with at least two imaginary friends. Now, this is the best time to get into hoarding for two reasons. Number one, there are rumors that hoarding is going to gain mainstream prominence as its own separate affliction, overcoming its as yet rather undignified categorizing as 1 in 4 patients of obsessive compulsive disorder. Number two, with a global pandemic that we have little control over, it is the most security granting vocation as we can control things like having enough toilet paper, pamphlets, and visiting cards in case we get quarantined. This is what we call a zero risk bias, in which people prefer to try to eliminate one type of possibly superficial risk entirely rather than do something that would reduce their total risk by a greater amount. The superficial risk being lack of toilet paper and the total risk being exposing oneself to a fast-spreading nationalistic jingoistic ideology. Here are just a few Kickstarter tips to get you success as a hoarder. Number one, always have a fear of running out of an item or needing it in the future, even if you have never used it in this life or the past. The right control key on your keyboard or your appendix, for example. Number two, beware of your possessions being touched by other people, real and astrologers. Number three, compulsively check the trash for accidentally discarded objects. You are sure to find at least a few pizza boxes and empty alcohol bottles, especially if you expand your checks to the neighbors. A final word for advanced hoarders. If you feel object hoarding is not fulfilling enough, you can try animal hoarding. And memorize the words, I don't need a spouse, I have 22 pets and most of them are not suffering visibly. And if you are unable to find something you are certain you have hoarded a few months ago, just be sure to look underneath the loneliness and beside the despair.